Hey guys, welcome to the channel. A little bit of an update for you. Um, I'm getting stronger every day. Shoulder's getting better. Doing a lot more mobility work than I was before, and I'm really feeling a big difference. Um, but one thing that I've been really trying to focus on is I'm trying to analyze my burpee form to try and understand further why I had my shoulder problem to begin with. So one of the things that I focused on was my elbow flare. Um, and it's not a significant elbow flare. I would say it was between 60 and 70 degrees at an angle. So I've done some research, and I have done some looked up some studies, looked up articles, done a lot of reading. And one study in particular that came up was one where they had a bunch of people do push-ups at different angles, and basically found out that if you have your arms tucked to the side and your arms at a 60 to 70 degree angle, you have a higher chance of having a shoulder impingement injury. And this isn't for everybody. This is only in certain people. It's all part of body type and genetics, all that kind of stuff. So I have a feeling this could have contributed to the shoulder problem that I have. So I did 200 burpees the other day. I didn't record it. It was just a little session, and I focused on pristine form and majestic flow. And these are words that I'm going to be using now. But it focused on keeping my elbows at between a 30 and 45 degree angle. This puts a higher emphasis on your triceps and your chest area. And it takes a lot of pressure off of your shoulder. And I'm telling you right now, so I can pump out burpees. You guys have all seen the kind of stuff that I can do. But this was hard. This made the exercise more difficult. It worked my triceps and my chest way more. I was very sore the next day. So where I'm going with my channel moving forward is incorporating a lot more mobility work, incorporating a lot more body weight work, working on my pistol squats, doing a few tuck jumps here and there, and just focusing on an all-round functional way of training, with burpees as the foundation. I'm not interested in high reps anymore. Couldn't care less. My goal now is to master the burpee from two perspectives. From a form perspective and ensuring a sustainable future, and from a flow perspective, because in my opinion a burpee should have a very particular flow to it. And I think, Burpee King is the ultimate the ultimate showcase for what a burpee flow should be. I'm not a huge fan of the rocking chair motion, but the burpee through the 6 counts, there should be no pauses in my opinion, and it should be one continuous flow. So for me, my work now is going to go towards perfecting as much as I possibly can, and in my own opinion, the burpee, and using it to build a foundation for a sustainable future for my training. I'm going to start very slowly. It's going to be with 6 counts to begin with, and then we're going to work up to 2 pumps and then Navy SEALs. It feels like this is a fresh challenge for me. It's really interesting. I feel like I'm almost starting back at the beginning, and I'm excited about that. I think this is going to help me grow. It's going to help my fitness tremendously, and I'm really excited about this. It's going to be a slow process. I'm not going to go hard. It's going to be days where I go hard, but I'm not going to do that often until I can get a really, really solid foundation going. That's really important for me. And then to keep up with the mobility work, to keep up with all of the leg work that I've been doing. I really want to master the pistol squat and get into some of the more advanced leg movements, because I think building the foundation from your legs up is really important for the burpee as well. I'm not interested in going fast. Time is not going to be a factor for me. It's going to be focusing on pristine form and majestic flow. Those are going to be really important words for me moving forward. I just want to create the most perfect burpee and be able to do it from a high rep perspective. And this is all based on my opinion. You know, you guys might disagree with that, or disagree with what I consider to be perfect and what I consider to be the perfect flow. That's okay. That's up to you. I'm doing this for myself, and I want to motivate people and help people start their burpee journey the right way. In the last 18 months, I've learned so much. I've made a lot of mistakes, but I've learned from a lot of those mistakes. And this most recent injury was probably my biggest learning curve. I've realized I need to look after my body in order to sustain my future for this style of training. So that's where we're going to be going moving forward. I encourage everybody to analyze the videos that you put out and to see if you can optimize the form that you're doing, and optimize the flow as well. There really shouldn't be a pause in the burpee movement. The whole point of a burpee movement is it's one continuous flow. So I encourage everybody to analyze how they're doing their burpee and how they're doing any exercise, and to work tremendously hard to perfect that form, because only then will you ultimately get the most out of whatever exercise you choose to lay down as your foundation. I want to give a big shout out to a really good friend of mine who's been with me pretty much from the beginning, and it's Midlife Conquest. I owe a lot to you. We talk a lot through WhatsApp and Instagram, and you are such a massive inspiration to me, and to where I want to go, and to the way that I think about this as well. Because I think what's really cool is me and you think from a very, very similar standpoint, and we can run a lot of these ideas off each other. So thank you for supporting me and standing by, and also just listening to me rambling. But I'm excited about this. There's going to be a lot of thought going into each movement that I do until I kind of rearrange my muscle memory, because it's going to be tough, because I've done thousands and thousands and thousands of reps of these burpees. Well, I wouldn't say the form was not good, because I've always tried to perfect my form, but I think this is an opportunity for me to optimize that form, and that's my focus moving forward. So thank you guys. I appreciate all the support as always. And again, I encourage you all to take a look at your form, analyze it, and see if there's any way that you can improve it, because I think only then will we get better.